All right. How you doing, Crypto Wealth Coach? Elite VIP members, friends, family. I got some music going on here today. This is, which I'm guessing nobody is probably overly familiar with it, but this is a song, Andy Warhol, with an instrumental by David Bowie. Why am I playing this? Well, for one, I guess I'm breaking the rules because I do not have the rights to this music, but I'm going to use it anyway. For two, it has no real direct correlation to the video and what I'm going to talk about today, but the name of the song is Andy Warhol. David Bowie is a musician. This is art. As you may have guessed, today's post is going to be a recommendation for art, a new token that is in the art collecting realm, sphere. You can buy an Andy Warhol with art. So let me pause this. Okay, so it just seemed like a good way to start the video. First off, I want to apologize to everybody because about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, I had made a post saying that I was coming out with a recommendation here soon in the next couple of days, and here we are 2 weeks later. I have not made a recommendation. I can tell you that is for good reason. I made a command decision because as I had originally put together the write-up, I came to find some logistical issues with this particular coin or token, ART. The ticker symbol is ART, ART. It is Maecenas, M-A-E-C-E-N-A-S, Maecenas. I think that's how you say it. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but I can say art. Anyway, the logistical issue that I discovered with when I went to put the recommendation together, you can only currently purchase art on two exchanges, Bittrex or HitBTC. The problem is that art has actually been flagged as a securities token, which for the majority of the members in our groups is a conflict with the SEC, and basically U.S. residents are banned from buying these tokens, at least on the centralized exchanges that have the ability to prohibit you from collecting these coins. If you're international, we do have some international folks in Canada and Australia and Britain. This will not affect you. You are not prohibited by KYC rules and SEC security tokens rules from buying this coin, at least as far as I know. You know, if you've got a special situation in your country, you may still have to deal with that. I'm not a local legal expert. I'm speaking strictly as an American, and again, Americans are prohibited from Bittrex and HitBTC from purchasing these coins. I almost put the recommendation out there because there actually was a workaround, or not a workaround, I guess, but you know, a grandfathered ability to purchase this. So, you know, a loop, a whole, what's that term I'm trying to think of? There's like a backwards way. Anyway, if you had a HitBTC account, open, current, you know, verified, all that sort of stuff, you could go and buy art. But in the time that I was getting ready, literally within days to post this, HitBTC has been under scrutiny because, you know, they're a centralized exchange, and apparently they are now using KYC laws to lock accounts. They are, you know, putting holds on accounts. If you have not been through their verification process and they believe you're an American, they are putting a hold on your account. If you've got 10 BTC sitting on HitBTC, and you have not been through that process, they will lock down your account and hold your funds. So HitBTC is completely off limits. Do not use HitBTC. And here, let me do, I got a screen share. Let's see here. If you're not familiar with it, this is HitBTC. Again, I'm going to put a big giant X on HitBTC. because they are violating some basic crypto principles that I have. If you're willing to take a risk with your money on HitBTC, you're an adult, you make your own decisions. Me, I am not comfortable making a recommendation to my over 100 members on using this exchange. And I know I have recommended it in the past. They've always had higher fees. Again, this is a recent development that they are locking down accounts who have not been through the KYC and literally holding your money. If you've got 10 BTC on the account, you are at risk for not being able to get a hold of your funds based on the whim of this centralized exchange. So again, HitBTC is off limits. If you are international, you are certainly able to use Bittrex to purchase your ART tokens, and everything else is, as is. It's a normal recommendation. You are not going to have to go through the extra steps that the majority of the group will as Americans. And now that I have figured out the solution, it's taken me a week and a half, 2 weeks to get a solution that I'm comfortable recommending to you today. And that solution for those of us in the United States is the Instant AirSwap Exchange. This is the exchange here. They are a decentralized exchange. So you are doing a peer-to-peer transfer. You are not trading coins on an exchange. You are literally going to be trading coins with other users sitting behind their laptops all around the globe. This is a peer-to-peer exchange. It's called a decentralized exchange. It will be a little bit different to use. The basics are the same. The challenge is going to be the liquidity. Decentralized exchanges have much smaller liquidity running through them. Chances are, unless you're making six-figure trades and you've got a lot of money on the table, it probably won't be a huge issue if you're trading a couple $1,000, couple $100, whatever. But it may be an issue, again, for those of us on the DEX, on the instant.airswap.io decentralized exchange. When we go to sell later on, 3, 6, 9 months from now, who knows when the opportunity presents itself and we make the final call to sell. But liquidity could be a concern down the road. So I want to give you a warning, a caution. Don't go out and put all your eggs in one basket because understand upfront, when we do decide to sell, liquidity could be a challenge in trying to offload, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars of tokens. So, don't put any more than a couple $1,000 into ART if you do decide to take this recommendation and take me up on it. But, again, I wanted to bring you up to speed. For one, make you aware of HitBTC. Don't use them. The logistical challenge that I ran into with making this recommendation on time. It's taken me a little bit extra time to get to this point. But with the Instant.AirSwap, I am comfortable, recommending this to everyone. It is a safe, decentralized exchange. HitBTC is off limits, but this is one that is absolutely, in my opinion, going to disrupt the ART market. And I'll go ahead and post the official recommendation with all the nitty gritty. But before ART's token became available on the blockchain market, you were not able to go out and buy, realistically, a fraction of a piece of art. If you wanted to go out and buy an Andy Warhol, I think the name of the piece is 14 Electric Chairs. It's a pretty famous piece. I'll add it in the write-up. Anyway, if you wanted to buy an Andy Warhol, basically you needed $40 million or more laying around in an account somewhere that you could liquidate and buy yourself a piece of art, right? Anybody who's intelligent and familiar with the art scene would tell you that an Andy Warhol is a good investment. It will probably double or triple in a decade, and it will be a good investment overall. The problem is you've got to be an accredited investor with multi-millions of dollars laying around to be able to do something like that. Yes, you could maybe go out and find 100 friends and try and buy a fraction of a piece of art and share it. The problem would be there's no way to offload a fraction of a piece of art until ART came along. The ART token came along. So again, this is one that I think is going to revolutionize the art space in terms of ownership of art and being able to sell fractions of a piece of art on the blockchain and liquidate it easily and quickly whenever you decide that time is right for you. I think this will be an industry disruptor. And I think the main catalyst is going to be when they start getting, they've already got an Andy Warhol that's slated to go for sale on the art token. I think once the news media catches a hold of this and it starts a news media storm, if you will, of people discovering this, learning how to do this, realizing the potential for ROI on investments, and making this a reality for the quote unquote small guy to be able to invest in art quickly, easily, and without the headaches of having to diversify across 100 different partners and the communication and that whole nonsense. I think this is an outstanding opportunity that will probably do a 10 to 25x potentially. It's not one that's going to pop up and do a 10x overnight. It may double overnight. It may double quickly. But again, this will be a long-term swing trade. Keeping that in mind, I will go ahead and post this video for your comments. I'll go ahead and post the recommendation, and please, as always, hit me up with any questions, concerns. I'll be glad to help out. I'm here for for you as a resource. You can always ping other members that have already gone through this, and there's experience in the group. Please use it. So with that, I will post the recommendation, and I trust you all have an outstanding day. I appreciate your patience in getting this one out to you. I think it will be well worth the wait. We'll talk soon. Thanks all.